I'm Joanne Haroutounian, and I'm speaking with you from the corner of the keyboard. Very appropriate for piano teachers. I'm going to share some teaching tips from the pedagogy publications that I've done that will be helpful for you in your studio. First, let's start at the very beginning with the first impressions that you make and that you get from your student from the opening interview that parents and students share with you. It's coming from my chapter, Fourth Finger on B Flat, about that opening interview. You can download a mini lesson that you can use during that interview. That's part of that chapter. I have a lot of downloads from the book. And this will help you be able to do simple activities with that child so the parents can get the first impression of you as a teacher, and you can get the first impression of the child's abilities as you start lessons. So this little booklet has different things in it, and why not start right away with rhythm games? These are simple things that are done even in kindergarten, in elementary school. And the fun thing about it is that you can do body percussions. Children love this. Body percussions would be clapping. Notice that I'm doing it circular rather than closed. So you have the whole beat involved here. And also you can do patching or and stomp and stamp. And for little ones, that's about what you can get for a snap. So after you have the introduction and talked with the parent and tried to get the student somewhat at ease, just have that student stand up and you stand up and you start doing some simple back and forth echo clapping. Okay? So that, how are you? Student, how are you? I'm doing just fine. I'm doing just fine. What is your name? My name is Joanne. My name is William. Right away, you get the back and forth to see if they can do the steady pulse and continue it. Don't stop in between. Try to keep that beat going. And then you may have to do it several times till they're comfortable with that. You can lead into more difficult ones, or else you can have the child start and you echo. They love that, and they can use the body percussions the same way. Then you can lead into thinking the words, and you're only doing the body percussion back and forth, so that it would be and that's what you're after. The student realizing the rhythms, feeling the rhythms, and being able to easily get back and forth in a steady pulse. It's easy to do, it's fun, and you can use any words that you want, but enjoy the idea of seeing that child with a steady pulse and getting an idea of where you're going to start in lessons. In addition, you may want to also see what would happen with a student reading notes. Now, we're not going to have sight reading or anything like that. The very, very beginning would be a quarter note, a half note, and a rest. And it's easy to teach that right away. You see in the book there, in the lesson, it has different ways of showing this. I would like ta, 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 half note. In Kodai, it would be ta, 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 ta. Now, that would be fine if the student has a good sense of rhythm, but some students might go ta, 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 and that would be problematic. I would have to say that I'm not a teacher that likes the idea of using the word quarter, because it's only one beat, and that would be confusing, I think, to students. So I like ta, 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 ta. Now, what does that look like on paper? You see it on your screen there, and here I'm going to show it in another book that I have called Rhythm Antics. Students love this, teachers love this. If a student comes in and they didn't practice that week, have this on your piano. And you'll have all kinds of rhythm games that they can do even if they haven't practiced. But let's take a look at that simple rhythm that you see there. And so the student would be sitting now and looking at this and clapping, just clapping, not doing anything exaggerated. And you would be pointing to the rhythms so that they're going ta, 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 half note, ta, ta, half note, stop. Because there's a double bar, there's a stop. So now, did the child have any trouble reading from left to right, seeing what you were pointing to and realizing that that's how you read music? From left to right and from note to note, and you stop at the double bar. So you've taught them very essential starting points, and you've gotten them to be able to clap and realize what those rhythms are. The rest of the lesson is malleable. You can do anything you want, but all of these are helpful for you to be able to share music with the child even before lessons begin. In the book, I suggest doing the moving and doing the listening, but then also ending with creating a story at the piano with the child side by side. And what better way that after you've done all of this and the parents have watched, then you can go over what you think about it immediately with the parents, but the child can be in another room and you have that child listening to music with headphones, and then they're drawing a picture of what the music is portraying for them. That gives you an idea of how the student is interpreting by listening to music. And the parents are very excited because you've done all these different things at the first interview. And as they walk out that door, the parents will be happy because they've seen you interact with their child. The child will be happy, maybe even holding a picture that they've drawn to music. And you can start lessons with a smile and eagerness to start that first lesson with that child.